What are we? What makes us what we are and what we're going to be? It's grit. It's what we started with last year, guys. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Can definitely compete with the big dogs.
10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions.
You guys are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you.
We are driven by Detroit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to MCM live stream. I do apologize that I'm a little behind, but unfortunately I was having some technological issues and kind of running behind on other things, but I am here currently as 1st and 10, Green Bay ball. They're on the 47-yard line. Jordan Love snaps, looks to throw, throws it out, and gets it to his man, and it's going to be a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards, maybe 7. Anywho, glad to be back doing what I love doing, which is obviously broadcasting, podcasting, you know, the whole bit. Anyway, Jordan Love in the pistol, man in motion, Love snaps, looks to throw. Actually, it's a handoff, pardon me. And I do apologize. We're going to keep having this issue all night, and I've about had this. Anyway, getting back to the task at hand. Love is in the gun. It's going to be 3rd and 3. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3, 2, 1. Love snaps the ball, looks to throw, is going to throw underneath, and is going to be short. It's going to be short. Looks like the Packers are going to go for it, but they're going to measure first. They don't often bring the measurement chains out anymore because it's supposed to be automated, so this must mean it's really close if they can't figure it out. Yeah, it's a football length short. They're definitely going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to run it, of course, obviously with Josh Jacobs. Lions Mania, they already said that they're going to trade for Zadarius Smith either tonight or tomorrow. It's not guaranteed, but pretty much is being reported everywhere, Lions Mania. Love in the gun, and they're going to do they're going to do a tight end technically sneak. That was not expected. Tight end in motion, comes underneath the center, takes the snap. Love under center, checking out of something. Love in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Love throws it underneath, and it is dropped by Romeo Doubs. All right. Love under center. Got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Snaps the ball straight, drop back. Love snaps it. Love throws it, and it is going to be caught by Christian Watson. That doesn't surprise me, Perry. Jordan Love in the pistol. Got 1 receiver and tight end to the left and right. Jordan Love snaps it, hands it off, and it's going to be a gain of maybe nothing, if that. Ball is snapped, and first down for the running back, Josh Jacobs. Love under center, man in motion, snaps the ball, hands it off to Jacobs. And this time Jacobs is only going to get maybe 1 or 2 yards. Just fruit snacks. Jordan Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2nd and 9. Love snaps, going to hand it off to the running back, and the running back's going to pick up another maybe 4 yards. So it's going to be about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4. Actually, 3rd and 6, pardon me. So it's 3rd and 6. Packers are in the red zone. Got 2 receivers to the right. Now make it 3. 1 receiver to the left with a running back on Jordan Love's left hip. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. It was dropped. The ball was behind the receiver, so it was a bad throw. But 4th and 6, so now comes out the field goal team. Good stop by the Lions defense to force only a field goal. 30-yard field goal, and kick is up, and the kick is good. I'm not going to answer that question, Tiger Town. My politics are not part and parcel to this channel. All right. So that was good by the Lions defense. They were able to get a stop, bend but not break. Were able to hold the Packers out from a touchdown. And with having said that, knowing that, the Lions will get the ball to start the second half. Jason, I've said before what I think about Za'Darius Smith. I think Za'Darius Smith will be a great addition for us because of the fact that Za'Darius Smith, even though he's 32, about to be 33 years old, he's still winning his pass rushes at about like 16, 18% of the time, which is better than what we were getting out of Davenport, but it's not obviously anywhere close to what Hutch is getting. But having Za'Darius Smith as a good edge rusher will at least give our pass rush some actual, lethality to it. So for me, it's like, hey, depending upon what the trade compensation comes out to, I'm totally cool with it. Now, again, that's the huge rumor is that, it's supposed to happen either sometime tonight or tomorrow. What actually happens, nobody knows yet, but that's the rumor. But now we got to see what the Lions offense does because lots of pyro. I don't think we're giving up anybody. I think what we're probably going to wind up doing is trading like a 6th or a 7th round draft pick with a condition that it could possibly move up to like a 6th or a 5th, depending upon, whether or not we get to a certain point in the playoffs, whether or not, Za'Darius Smith plays a number of snaps. I don't know. Could we keep him for more than one season? Yeah, but we'd have to sign him to another contract because his contract's up after this year. But I will say this, getting back to the game here, this is a game that the Lions will want to run and freaking just churn out the ball by running it. Honestly, Tiger Town, I don't think it's going to cost us a 4th. I think it's going to cost us maybe a 6th or a 5th round pick. Because if you think about it, top-end wide receivers have been being traded for 4th and 5th round picks. So it's like, okay, if you got these top-end wide receivers that are getting traded for so little, Za'Darius Smith being 32, 33 years old with 1 year left on his deal, he's not going to get much in terms of trade compensation. All right. Now we're back to the game. Offense is out there. Goff is going to be under center. Got 2 receivers to the right with a tight end, 1 receiver to the left. Single back, Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty, and Monty's going to break some tackles, and he's going to pick up a solid 8-9 yards for the first play of the game for the Lions. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is already apparently getting under somebody's skin. All right, Goff in under center again. 2 tight ends, 1 on the left and the right. Same with the receiver. Goff snaps, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to pick up a good solid 4 yards, going to convert the downs. All right, 1st and 10. Goff under center. Goff is killing the play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff snaps it. Bootleg out to the left. Goff gets it underneath. Gets it to thrown to St. Brown. St. Brown bobbled it, and because of that bobble, was not able to pick up more than maybe a yard. That ball was a little bit behind St. Brown, but that bobble also didn't help. Goff under center, snaps, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to find a cutback lane, and he's going to pick up 12 hard-earned yards. I'm telling you, I think this is Montgomery's redemption game right here. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff snaps, looks to throw, gets it out underneath quick, throws it to St. Brown, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Lots of pyro, it's not good. Goff does not typically play very well outdoors. At least not in inclement weather outdoors. Goff under center, single back formation. They're shifting up front for the Packers offense. Goff snaps, looks to throw, gets down the field and throws it to Laporta, and Laporta snatches it for a good solid gain. I wasn't exactly the strongest throw from Goff, but because of the anticipation, he got that throw down the field. Goff under center, snaps, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to find the edge, and Montgomery's going to pick up about a good solid 4 or 5 yards. Montgomery all day long, Tiger Town. Montgomery's younger. Montgomery doesn't jack his jaw, and on top of that, he's cheaper. Second and 6 coming up for the Lions offense. Goff under center again. We are now inside the red zone on the 18-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end to the right. Goff snaps it. It's going to play action boot to the right. Gets it to his tight end, Brock Wright. And Brock Wright's only going to pick up maybe a yard or 2. All right, 3rd and medium coming up for the Lions. Got 3rd and 5 coming up in the gun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff is killing the play. Laporta is coming into the line. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Montgomery on a draw, and Monty's going to pick up more than enough for the first down. Easily gets an extra 3 or 4 yards more than what was needed. Lions are gashing them up front. That was a huge hole. Freaking Lions offensive line is just bullying the Packers defensive line. It's not even freaking close. This is not even competitive football at this point, at least up front anyway. Goff under center. Receivers to the left and right. Got a tight end on the left, on the right as well. Got a running back in the backfield. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to find a small crease, but it's not going to get much of anywhere. Maybe a yard, if that. Second and goal coming up. Got a minute and a half left until the end of the first quarter. I'm watching it on NFL Sunday Ticket in my house. Goff in the gun, trips to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Goff snaps it, hands it off, and it's going to be another pickup of a yard, if that. And so now we got 3rd and goal coming up for the Lions offense. Goff in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff snaps, hands it off to Monty again for a 3rd straight time. And Monty's not going to get there. It's going to be maybe a 2-yard gain, but it's going to be a 4th and goal. And that is the end of the first quarter for the Lions and the Packers. Unfortunately, the only way you're going to watch this game is either 1, if you're in the local area, 2, if you've got some sort of television to where it's like, hey, you know what, since it's a nationally televised game, it might be on, CBS, Fox, something like that. Or if you got NFL Sunday Ticket like I have, which is through YouTube TV. Now, you could potentially go through Dofu Sports, which is something I've advertised in the past, because Dofu Sports is free. It just is you're going to have to do a lot of stream hopping. Tiger Town, we're not trading for Max Crosby. The owner of the Raiders has already said they are not trading for him. So 4th and goal is coming up for the Lions offense. They can either decide to kick it and tie the game, or they can try to get the score and go up by 4. But if I was in this case, I would just freaking take the field goal. You know what's funny is this game started at 4:25, and with commercial breaks and everything else, it's 4:52, and we're already done with the first quarter. Like, that's a ridiculously fast first quarter. And so it's 4th and goal. Lions are going to go for it on 4th down. Goff is in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, tight end and receiver to the left. Goff is calling something out at the line. Man in motion, St. Brown. And that is going to be a flag on the freaking Packers. That is a encroachment, and that is going to be a 1st down for the Lions. So that's now going to be 4th and 2 yards for the 4th and goal. Goff with the snap count there got the freaking Packers to jump. So now it's going to be 4th and 2. So now the Lions have more options from 4th and 3.5, 2.5, whatever. St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps. Goff gets a throw over to St. Brown on the fade, and it's caught by St. Brown for a touchdown. Great throw by Goff and great catch by St. Brown. Goff put that ball exactly where only St. Brown could get it. Such a great toe tap by freaking St. Brown right there. Good throw by Goff. Great catch and concentration by freaking St. Brown. That is awesome. And with that, the kick is up and it's good. Jake Bates puts it through. Lions are now up 7-3. Man, that was such a fucking pretty ball by freaking Jared Goff. That was a perfect spiral. That was perfect. Perfect by both Goff and St. Brown. Love it. St. Brown, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. There you go. I will say this. The one thing I already like about this game is that the Lions are showing that, hey, it doesn't matter if we're indoors and we're in a dome. It doesn't matter if we're outside and it's cold and wet. It doesn't matter where we're at. It doesn't matter what type of game we have to play. We can find ways to win and we can find ways to score. So now we have to see what the Packers will do in response. Did you all hear that? Freaking Matt LaFleur wanted it to be a false start on freaking Ragnow because he was looking back and then got his head up so that way he could see where to block. It's like, dude, wait a minute. That's what every freaking center in the NFL does. They have to see where their quarterback is and then bring their head back up so that way they can block and defend themselves. LaFleur is such a turd. $43-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm telling you, this game is going to go really, really freaking fast. This game is going to go fast as hell. Love is going to be in the pistol. Love snaps, looks to throw. Actually, no, it's that. Oh, my. Wow. Holy cow. Freaking Jacobs just went right through the middle of that defense. There was nobody there. There is nobody in the second level. And if it wasn't for the fact that freaking Joseph was back there, he'd have been gone. Huge pickup for the Packers over the ground. Love under center. Single back formation. Love snaps it. hands it off to him again, and it's going to be a pickup of about another 3 yards. Second and 6 coming up for the Packers offense. Love in the gun, trips to the left. Love snaps it, hands it off on a draw, and it's going to be another gain of about 4 yards. Going to make it 3rd and 2 for the Packers. Actually, 3rd and 3. It's going to be a very, very short 3 or a very long 2, one or the other. Love in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, man in motion from the right to the left. Love snaps it, is going to try and hand it off, but there are flags everywhere. It's going to be a false start on the freaking Packers. So 3rd and 3 now goes to 3rd and 8. I concur, lots of pyro. No spoilers in the chat for those that either 1, can't watch the game, or 2, are a little bit behind in the stream. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Lions defense and for the Packers offense. Love in the gun, trips right, tight end to the left with a running back in the backfield. Love snaps it, straight drop back, and he is going to throw it down the field, and it is way outside, incomplete. The Packers are going to have to kick a field goal here if they have a chance. Wow. 4th and 8, and the Packers are going for it. Love is in the gun, trips to the right, actually 2 receivers to the right with a tight end to the right, 1 man to the left, and nope. They're going to just take a flag for a delay of game, so that way it makes it an easier punt for their punter. They were trying to see if they could get him on a hard count. Obviously couldn't get him, so now they're just going to take the extra 5-yard penalty to back their punter up a little bit and make it a bit easier for him to try and get it into the 20 or less. Fourth and 13 for the Packers, and punter gets the ball, punts it away, and the ball is up, and it is going to go on a backwards bounce at the 6-yard line. Lions offense will start at the 6-yard line, and we'll try to grind out another long drive. Boy. Honestly, there's only one movie right now that I really would like to watch, and that's the second Gladiator movie. Other than that, I really don't give a crap for any of the other movies that are out. Because I already watched the other movie I wanted to watch, which was Beetlejuice, and that was actually pretty good. I'm still a little, not happy that it took them like 20, 30-something years for them to make a second one, but whatever. Actually, no, 40 years, pardon me. Because that movie was made in the 80s, and we're in 2024. I think that movie, Gladiator 2, I think it comes out, I think Gladiator 2 comes out this month. Goff under center. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Goff snaps the ball, play action. Goff gets it underneath to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get some yardage and gets a first down. Goff under center, 2 receivers to the right. St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps it, hands it off, and Gibbs is going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards, going to make it 2nd and 6. Well, Dean, they can't give the ball to Monty every time. Plus, on top of that, they got to alternate between the running backs. And from what I've typically seen what the Lions do is they will go drive by drive instead of play by play. Goff in the gun. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Man in the backfield. Goff hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to find a small hole, but he only picks up about a yard. Going to make it 3rd and medium coming up, so 3rd and 5. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Goff in the gun. Has a running back on his left hip. St. Brown in motion. Goff snaps, looks to throw. And Goff is going to be under pressure, and he's going to take a sack. Wow, Penei Sewell got beat there. Penei Sewell literally got knocked on his ass. That is not something you typically see very often. I don't think I've ever seen Sewell fall backwards like that. And the punt is away. And the punt is going to get to about the 30-something yard line with the return around there. But there is a flag. Man, look at all those white jerseys on that one lone Packer. I think he tripped on something or lost his footing because I've never seen Penei literally get beat like that. But he literally fell backwards on his ass and it's just like, That's not something you normally see. Holding on the Packers. Holy cow, they freaking just grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Huh. Wow. That State Farm commercial must have been before the injury because Hutch is not dancing right now. I'm going to be back in a minute, folks. I need to get some more water. Hey. All right. First and 10 for the Packers. Love in the pistol. 3 receivers to the left. Love puts a man in motion. Love snaps it. Play action. Looks to throw. Gets it underneath to his tight end. And it is going to be a gain of maybe 4 or 5 yards. So it'll be a 2nd and 4 because it was a pickup of 6. No, I went and got water. Second and 4 coming up. Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the left and right. Got a running back on his left hip. Love snaps, looks to throw, getting pressured a little. Love throws it underneath to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to get some yardage, picks up a first down. Love in the pistol. Tight end to the left of the receiver. Love snaps, hands it to the Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to get another solid gain of about 8 or 9 yards. This has definitely not been our rush defense that we're used to seeing. Love in the pistol, snaps, hands it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to pick up another 4 or 5 yards for a first down. Love in the gun, trips right. Love has a man on his right hip. Love snaps, hands it off to Ooh. Carlton Davis was right there. Almost got a hand on it. All right, Love under center. Receiver to the left and the right with a tight end left and right. Single back. Love snaps. Play action. Love pressured. Throws underneath to the running back. And there's a flag as the gain is of about 6 yards. Packers are going to be called for another hold. And it's going to be a repeat of second down. So now it goes from 2nd and 10 to 2nd and 20. Love in the gun, empty set. Trips right, one man to the left with a tight end. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love stands in the pocket. Nobody's getting on him. Throws it downfield, and it is incomplete. And, of course, Brian Branch. Come on, man. You freaking led with the crown of your head. How are you... Branch, you can't do that. I mean, I love the aggressiveness. I love the physicality, but it's like, dude, that's one of those, you can't do that. The freaking play was dead. There was no chance that that receiver was going to make that catch. Wow. Well, that's definitely going to be something. That's going to be something that's going to be talked about for the rest of the freaking week. Love in the gun. Man in motion. Another false start against the Packers. Love in the gun. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Man in the backfield on Love's left hip. Love snaps, looks to throw, gets it out quick, throws it to his receiver, and the receiver is going to pick up about 11 yards. Love in the gun, trips to the left, read in motion. Love snaps, looks to throw, and Love is going to just throw it into the dirt because he had two men right at him. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up for the Packers. Love in the gun, trips to the left, read in motion to the right. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love gets pressured, going to be dropped. Fourth and 6 coming up for the Packers. That's not intentional grounding, DC, because he was outside of the pocket, because the pocket isn't considered the tackle box, and I think it's like, 10 yards back. So he was outside the pocket when he threw it into the dirt. Plus, on top of that, Josh Jacobs was in the area. Braylon, did we or did we not say we were not going to spoil it for everybody? Same with you, Dean. All right. So, nothing for the Packers on that drive after Branch got ejected. So now the Lions will take up exactly where the Packers kicker kicked. No, it's not normal. Typically what happens when they throw somebody out of a game, it usually has to be because of multiple repeat offenses. I've never seen an instance where a player who has not had this issue happen before is literally thrown out after one hit. That's why everybody was very surprised and shocked about it, because that is not something that normally happens. All right, Goff under center. Goff snaps it, looks to throw. Goff gets it out. Goff throws it wide open. Big gain. Great job by Goff and great catch. Nice, good spiral there. Goff under center. Goff snaps, play action, looks to throw. Goff gets it underneath to Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4. Goff under center again. Laporta in motion to the left. Goff snaps it, play action, sets up a backyard screen, and it's going to be a good gain by Montgomery. Picks up about 6-7 yards. Going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up. You talking about what the freaking coaches are wearing, Jason? Third and 1 coming up for the Lions. Monty in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. St. Brown motion. Play action again. Goff gets it out quick. Gets it to Allen Robinson. And Allen Robinson makes the catch for a first down. First time we called his name. Chances are, Jason, you could probably get that probably either on Fanatics or Rally House if you wanted it. But chances are it's probably going to cost like $70, $80. Goff in the gun. St. Brown in motion to the left. Goff snaps, looks to throw for a 5th time in a row. Goff gets it underneath, throws it to Tim Patrick, and Tim Patrick's going to pick up 9 of 10. And the Lions are going to let the clock wind down to the 2-minute warning. But yes, Dean, to answer your question, Brandon Joseph would be the one that comes in for Brian Branch. So now we're going to have two Josephs at safety. I'm just going to let you all know that when we hit halftime, I'm obviously going to watch the halftime, highlights and all that nonsense. And once that's done, I'm probably going to step off for about, maybe a couple of minutes because I'm going to get something to eat really quickly, like something other than just fruit snacks. So... Oh yeah, that was just a zit that decided to get really I don't know. I freaking popped it and apparently it decided to get very nasty, and I've been trying to get it to knock it off and it just is not wanting to do so. So it's just one of those things where whatever, we'll deal with it as we have to. Second and 1 coming up for the Lions. And the Lions are in the red zone with 2 minutes to go, all 3 timeouts to work with. Goff under center. 2 tight ends in motion, one to the right side of the line, one in the backfield as a fullback. Goff snaps it, hands it to Montgomery, and Montgomery is going to pick up a first down and get some extra push. Gets down to the 10-yard line. Lions offensive line just gave him an extra 5-yard push. All right. Goff under center. Another set motion, 2 tight ends to the right. 1 tight end goes to the other side of the line. And the Lions will call a timeout to avoid the delay of game penalty. Yes, lots of pyro. Gibbs has been on the field. He just hasn't done a whole lot. I think so far, he's had 2 receptions, maybe a reception and 2 carries, something like that. It hasn't been too much. So far, it's been Montgomery doing most of the work. Damn. Okay. First and goal for the Lions. 1:12 remaining. Lions have 2 timeouts. Goff is under center, but they have got 2 tight ends to the right. Laporta motions to the left, and now Zylstra gets in the backfield as a fullback. Goff snaps it, hands it off to the running back, not Gibbs, Montgomery. And Monty's going to get up to the 7 or 6 yard line. Yes, Travis Scott, he'll be able to play next week. Just because you get, again, this is how it works. Just because you get ejected from this game, that does not mean that he is going to be eligible to play next week. The only way that happens is if the NFL were to push out a suspension. But typically they don't do something like that unless it's a continual repeated offense. This is Branch's first offense, so they're not going to suspend him. But I guarantee you the Lions are definitely going to have something to say about it. 2nd and goal, minute 7 to play. Goff under center. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to get swallowed up because there was nowhere for him to go. Going to lose maybe 2 or 3 yards on that play. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Lions offense coming up. No, he didn't get hit with targeting. Pretty much what they said, it was just personal foul, and that was it. It wasn't from the refs that he got ejected. It was from New York that he got ejected because the refs were just going to let him keep playing. Third and goal coming up for the Lions. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, with Laporta being one on the right. Goff snaps, looks to throw, and Goff was looking for his man, and his man was not home. And that was Goff's first incompletion of the game. Goff knew there was going to be a blitz. Goff knew he was going to get pressured, and he tried to get it to his check down, and his check down was not home. So Bates is going to come out to add an extra 3 points. Bates is literally right in the middle of the entirety of it, so long as he hits it straight, he'll be fine. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Lions will extend their lead to a touchdown. Packers will now have about 55 seconds or so to go the whole length of the field with 1 timeout. All right. Ugh. I swear I hate this time of year. Oh, I'm sure he doesn't look happy. He knows, Dan Campbell knows that this is a game where you've got to take advantage of every single, opportunity to score touchdowns because you have to be able to get touchdowns in this case. It's not allergies. It's not allergies at all. The issue why I said what I said about I hate this time of year, and I should say this more specifically, I hate this time of year every 4 years. And I'll just leave it at that. All right. So Bates is lining up to kick it off. Kickoff is away, and it is going to be outside of the back of the end zone, and Packers will start at the 30-yard line. All right, Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion to the left. It's Watson. Love snaps it, looks to throw. Quick throw underneath, gets it caught complete. Going to be a gain of 8 yards. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love is going to roll, and it's going to be picked. Kirby Joseph with another interception, pick 6. Wow. And yet again, Kirby Joseph gets another interception. Great job, Kirby Joseph. So now the Lions have a 14-point lead going into the half, where we get the ball to start the second half. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So now Kirby Joseph has the same amount of interceptions as the guy that decided to run his mouth before the game, Xavier McKinney. Think about that. Now, Xavier McKinney and Kirby Joseph are tied for the most interceptions over the entirety of the freaking NFL. And to answer your question from earlier, what movie I was wanting to watch that I didn't answer, it's Gladiator 2. Here's how I'm going to look at this for you, folks. Think about this. This is the type of game where, as they say, points are going to be at a premium. It's going to be hard as hell to score. The Lions already have a two score. What's the word I'm looking for here? They already have a 2-score lead. If you think about it, if the Lions get at least another score to put them up by 3 scores, this game's practically over. Bunny King, I don't know if he has a pick 6. I'd have to check that up. I'll check it up here in a moment. I'm wanting to watch that too, DC, but we'll see how that works. Let me see here. When it comes to interceptions, Xavier McKinney does not have a touchdown. So Kirby Joseph has the same amount of interceptions, but he has a pick 6 that McKinney does not. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the NFL. Ooh, wow. Folks, you're going to want to hear this. Lions are up 17-3 on the Packers, right? Cardinals are up 21-9 on the Bears. No, Travis, he only has one. So think about that. We're beating the Packers, and the Cardinals are beating the Bears. And the Vikings play the Colts with Joe Flacco, not Anthony Richardson. It's quite possible that the freaking entire NFC North, except the Lions, could lose this week. All right. Love in the gun. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Love snaps, looks to throw. And Love is going to get pressured, floats it out to his running back, and the running back is going to get out of bounds, picks up about 5 yards. It's going to be about 38 seconds left. Oh, no doubt about it, Braylon. Think about this, folks. Think about this. Let's put this in perspective. Kirby Joseph has 6 interceptions, and the Lions have played only 8 games. 8 games, and he has freaking, 6 interceptions. And sorry, yes, 23 seconds. I saw the game clock at 38. Love in the gun. Love snaps. Love looks to throw. Love is going to step up and tosses it, gets it to his running back again. And the running back stays in bounds rather than try and go to the sideline. So the Packers are going to have to burn their final timeout at the midfield portion. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to step off here for a moment because my wife is calling me, and my wife is always more important than football, so I will see you guys after the break or when I get done with this. Yes, dear, what's up? I was in the middle of my stream. It's fine. They understand. I just told them that you're more important. Besides, we're at the halftime period anyway, so it's good. What's up? It's 13 seconds. Doesn't matter. 13 seconds until I have anyway, so it's whatever. We're up 17-3 anyway. For now, yeah. We'll see how the second half goes. He blew all the leaves. Must have had fun with that. Tells me you had too much fun. I found a really great deal on gas today. $2.85. Yeah, but you get a 5-cent discount every time. I didn't get anything. So chances are it was $2.80 and you got another 5 cents off. So still a good deal. Not gonna disagree with that. But so how were your nachos? I'm sure. Probably sitting fine in your tummy. Turkey again? No, not really. If there is, there's very, very little. Turkey is much more healthier for you than beef. But anywho's, you just wanted to tell me you had fun with the leaf blower and you made nachos? Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye. All right, folks, I am back. Sorry. It is totally fine, though. We are good to go. Just was making myself some food. But Lions ball just got off the kickoff. Goff out there. Goff under center, going to be a weak eye formation. Goff snaps, quick throw, sets up a screen to St. Brown, and St. Brown's going to pick up a first down. Goff under center. Laporta in motion to the left. Two receivers to the left with a tight end to the right. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Goff in the gun. Got a man on his left hip. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to follow his blockers. Gets all the way down to 1 yard short. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Glad that everybody is here. Love y'all too. 3rd and 1 for the Detroit Lions coming up. Goff in the gun. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Brock Wright in motion to the left. Snaps it, gives it to Gibbs, but there is a penalty flag. For now he's got it, but the flag could bring this back, and we'll see what the call is. So it's going to be against the Lions for an illegal shift. It's going to take them back to 3rd and 6 now. Goff in the gun. Got a man on his right hip. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Actually, two. Goff was getting pressured. Tried to get it to the Raymond, and it looks like this one's going to be on the Packers. We'll see what the call is. But Goff is signaling it towards the Packers. It is a defensive hold against the cornerback, and the play is negated. Now the Packers have just given up a potential 4th down situation to the Lions, now getting a 1st down off of a penalty. Packers just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Goff under center, two receivers to the right. Goff snaps, play action, looks to throw. Goff gets it underneath to his tight end, and tight end is going to get up to about the last, probably going to pick up 8 or 9 yards. Going to be a 2nd and 1 or 2nd and 2 coming up. Goff under center, two receivers to the right. Goff snaps it, going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs finds a big hole, and Gibbs almost had it. Almost had it. If that backer had not cut out his freaking legs, he'd have been gone. Man, if not for that freaking Packer taking out his legs, freaking he would have been gone. Gibbs came down a little awkward, but it doesn't look like he was bothered by it. Goff in the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Goff snaps it, hands it off to Gibbs again. Gibbs appears to be fine, picks up another 5 or so yards, and now there's some pushing and shoving between the Packers and the Lions. Looks like Khalif Raymond was getting a little extra push on the end of that from a Packer, and he didn't like it. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Lions offense. Goff under center. Goff snaps it. Hands it off to Gibbs again. Gibbs gets stopped at the line. Then Gibbs bounces it outside and picks up another 4 or 5 yards. It's now going to be 3rd and 1. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Lions offense. Less than 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Goff in the gun. Trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Goff has a man on his right hip in the backfield. It's at the 16-yard line. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff is going to throw a wheel route and tried to go for it and get it to Jahmyr Gibbs, but it was just a little outside his reach. So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Lions, which obviously we know they're going to go for it. The question is, though, what are they going to do? Are they going to try and power run it? Are they going to try and sneak it? Are they going to throw it? What are they going to do? There's a lot of different options the Lions can do with this. 4th and 1. St. Brown motions to the left. 3 receivers to the left. Got a tight end on the right. Goff has a man on his right hip in the backfield. Again, we're at the 17-yard line. Goff snaps, hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs is touchdown! And the Lions now take a 20-3 lead. Gibbs takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Lions are now up by 20 points. Pending a Jake Bates field goal, they're going to be up by 21. Just a great job by Penei Sewell getting that seal inside, and then Gibbs just took it all away. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, right down Broadway. And think about that, folks. If the Packers had not gotten called for that defensive holding on 3rd down, that drive and touchdown does not happen. So because of that penalty, the Packers gifted us 7 points. Well, Gateman, I'll say this. The fact that the Titans broke the supposed Detroit Lions flu, that's whatever. I mean, I was going to put it this way. At some point, that was going to happen. I didn't expect the Titans were going to be the one to do it, but think about it. The Titans actually put up 14 points to be tied with us at the end of the first quarter. So the fact that the freaking, Titans beat the New England Patriots doesn't exactly, surprise me. Patriots are a bad team. The Titans, on the other hand, are actually, a tough team. They play hard. The problem is they just don't have any quarterback. I mean, for crying out loud, when your 2 quarterback options are freaking Will Levis and Mason Rudolph, you be screwed. All right. That's bull crap. NFL, you just trying to cover your ass now. Love in the gun. Love snaps it, hands it off, and it's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards. No, Gateman, it has not ever happened before. Looks like Josh Jacobs is a little gimpy. Love in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end. Love snaps it, hands it off again, and it's going to be a pickup of another 3 yards. Going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. Love in the gun. Trips receivers to the right. Got a 1 to the left. Man on his left hip, too. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Packers. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love gets it out quick, and it's going to be incomplete as it was dropped again. Jack Campbell got on freaking Robertson right there to make sure Robertson wasn't called for taunting. Good job by Jack Campbell to make sure that Robertson didn't cost us there. All right. Packers will punt the ball away. And somebody screamed holding, and there's a flag, so chances are this is going to be against the Lions. As was said, that's clearly a hold. I mean, he freaking grabbed his jersey. Like you can't dispute that one. That's our fourth penalty, Dean. Because there was the 2 for Branch. There was then that there was one last drive, and then there was that one on the punt. Goff under center. Monty in the backfield. Goff snaps, looks to throw. Goff gets it out, gets it to Tim Patrick. Patrick's going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Goff under center, 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. St. Brown in motion. Goff hands it off to Montgomery. Almost wasn't able to get that handoff because Monty went out a little bit too wide. Because freaking Goff had to like reach there to try and hand it off. Third and 6 for the Lions offense. Goff in the gun. Wow, Raymond winds up all the way outside. Goff snaps the ball, looks to throw. Goff is going to throw underneath, and it was caught by St. Brown. That was a tough catch by St. Brown. That was a bit of a risky throw there by Goff, but got it close enough. I give St. Brown all the credit on that one. Goff should not have thrown that ball. That was a bit risque for freaking Goff to make that throw, but he decided that he was going to make it. And Jack Fox punts the ball away, and it is going to go all the way back to the damn 24-yard line. Freaking awesome punt there by freaking Jack Fox. No, I don't think he almost dropped the punt. DC, for the most part, you are correct. To answer your question, JW, I got this off of eBay. I actually got it for like $50. Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the left and the right. Love snaps the ball, looks to throw, going to get blitzed, and Love throws it, and it is caught. Arnold was in coverage. Yeah, I got it for $50. Oh, not too much. Not too much chemical. Not too much at all. Just watching the game, enjoying it. Already coming up with ideas for recording episodes in my head. Love in the gun. Love snaps it, looking to throw. And Love throws down the field, and he gets it to Jaden Reed. And Reed gets down to the other side of the field. Big completion there. Arguably the biggest play for the Packers today. Oh, I'm drinking something, Marcus. I just got done having some chocolate milk. And then in this cup, I got some water. Love snaps, looks to throw, gets it out, and it is caught by Romeo Doubs. Well, part of it's staying hydrated. The other part of it is making sure my throat doesn't get scratchy and raspy. Love in the gun. Actually, pistol, pardon me. 2nd and 4. Love snaps it, hands it off, and it's going to be a pickup of maybe 2 yards. Oh, I know they're getting whooped by the Cards. I knew they were getting whooped by the Cards at halftime. They were down 21-9 at half. Now they're down 27-9. Third one for the Packers. Love in the gun. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love is going to roll. Love throws it, and it gets caught by Reed, and they're going to say he had it. Ooh. That was about his toe tap of toe taps. Weather's actually rather cold where I'm at, Belinda. Today, I think it was in mid to high 30s. So Dan Campbell is going to challenge the play. Interesting. Braylon, chances are he's going to make a move. The reports that have been coming out from virtually everybody is that either by the end of tonight or tomorrow, they're going to make a trade for Zadarius Smith from the Browns. I just answered, Belinda. It was pretty much, sunny today, 30, mid-30s, high 30s, something like that. Wasn't exactly, not exactly that big of a deal. Just kind of like a day. I was just having some PB&Js, Marcus. Nothing serious. I'm a rather simple individual when it comes to food. I like simple things. PB&J, good pizza. I'm pretty much, if I can, I like steak. I'm not a guy that goes for all that fancy schmancy stuff. It's like, listen, I'm very simple. I'm very down to earth when it comes to food. Pretty much that way with most things. So it was call stands. Love snaps the ball. Love is going to throw it. Gets it to Tucker Kraft. And another first down for the Packers. Euros are pretty good, actually. Depends on what the meat is, but Euros are pretty good. Love in the pistol, man in motion from the left. Got two receivers on the left with the tight end, one receiver to the right. Love snaps it, straight drop back, throws it underneath, and it is too far out in front of his receiver, Christian Watson, incomplete there. I wonder how in the hell Glenn can see anything out of those glasses. Freaking, like, dude, how can he see anything out of those glasses? There's nothing but water on them. Love in the gun, two receivers to the left, one receiver to the right, read in motion. Love snaps it, and the ball's been snapped, and it's loose in the backfield, and somehow that play got only like a yard loss out of that whole thing. Ball went right through freaking his hands. So that's technically a fumble on freaking Love. So Love now has a fumble and also has an interception in this game. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Love in the gun, three receivers to the right, one to the left, with the tight end being the one to the left, or one to the left, yeah. Love snaps it, and another bobbled snap, and this one is a sack. So now the Packers are going to have no choice but to kick the ball. That center has been snapping that ball low all damn night. I mean, for crying out loud, I've seen that center snap that ball now freaking low almost every single time. 4th and 16 for the Packers, 38-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Lions' lead is now only up to 18? There's only 48 seconds left in this quarter, and there's now 1 quarter left after this. So now that's technically now 2 fumbles by Jordan Love, because technically they're not going to count anything against the center. There's no stat for that. So chances are they're going to write on, Love's stat that he's had 2 fumbles. Obviously, of course, they were both recovered by his own team, but it's still 2 fumbles by freaking Love. which is funny because you actually bring up a good point there, Bunny King. Everybody thought that because of the weather, Jared Goff was going to just struggle. It was going to be horrible for him. And yet the exact opposite is true. Love is the one that's struggling, and Goff is pretty much, red hot. All right. Packers are getting set to kick the ball away after scoring a field goal. Kickoff is away, and this is going to be a short kick. Doesn't even get to the end zone. So it's going to be returned, and going to be a good return. Almost gets to the freaking 40-yard line. Nice job, Isaiah Williams. Goff under center, got a weak eye formation. Goff snaps, pitches it, and I have no idea what that play was. That was a pitch, and instead of he going outside, he cut back inside where there was nowhere to go. And now that's the end of the third quarter. Lions are up 24-6 heading into the final quarter of the game. Trying to think of some titles here for some shows, because I'm going to let y'all know right now, there is not going to be a post-game show because I have to get up early in the morning, and I want to make sure that I have my ability to make my shows for tomorrow. So there's not going to be a post-game show because I've got to spend, the next hour or two doing research after this game to get the stuff ready for tomorrow. So I just wanted to let you guys all know that. But I did want to make sure that I was obviously going to do this because I knew I was not going to do the other one. Normally I would do a post-game show, but the problem is, folks, is that when you have these games that are, later on into the night, it's like, obviously I want to make sure I have content for you guys for tomorrow. And it's like, it's almost impossible to do it. Because unfortunately, it's not like I get the ability to go to work tomorrow at 9 a.m. like most everybody else. I've got to be up at like freaking 5:30 in the morning. So it's like my butt does not get the chance to sleep in a little bit to get some of that time back. Now, obviously, in 2 days from now, or whatever the hell it is, we're obviously going to be getting an hour back because we're going to be getting daylight savings time. Unfortunately, DC, I can't call out because the only way the military technically gets a call out is you have to go to sick call and you have to be verified by a doctor that you're sick, and then you can get put on quarters. You can't just call out. Trust me, that would be a lovely concept, but it is what it is. The Army's not exactly stupid. They know people wouldn't want to come to work if they didn't have to. All right. Lions ball, start of the fourth quarter. Goff in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Goff has a man on his left hip. Goff snaps it, hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to go maybe 1 yard. Goff in the gun, Allen Robinson in motion to the right, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with tight ends on both sides of the formation. And Goff snaps it, looks to throw. Goff is going to throw and incomplete. Either way, that was interesting. I don't know what the hell happened there. I think on that one, Laporta went the wrong way because I don't think Goff would have thrown that ball the wrong direction because Goff knows the offense. So I think there was a miscommunication there. Probably what happened, it was an option route. And based on the coverage, Goff was expecting his guy to go one way and Laporta went the other. And the kick for the punt is away. And the punt will be down as a fair catch at the 17-yard line. No, I don't think it's too conservative play calling at all, Bunny King. I don't think it's too conserving at all because you can't just run the ball all the damn time because if you do, the freaking defense is going to key in on that. So you have to throw the ball a little bit to at least let them know that, okay, we're not just going to tip our hand, we intend to keep you honest. All right. Hopefully these commercials will be done in another 5 or so seconds. All right. Love is going to be in the gun. Has a man on his right hip. Got 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver and a tight end to the left. Love snaps it, play action, throws it, gets it out to his receiver, which is Watson, and that's going to be a first down of about 13, 14 yards. I don't think – see, here's the thing, folks. I don't think that J-Mo's going to get another suspension. The NFL has known about this whole thing with the gun issue for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just now starting to become a big thing in the media. So it's like, listen, they've already known about it. If they were going to suspend him, they would have done it already. And there's going to be a false start again against the freaking Packers. Love in the gun, 2 receivers to the left. Love snaps, looks to throw. Love is going to throw down the field deep, and that is incomplete. That was a great catch, but way too far out of bounds. I mean, that was a good catch by Wicks, but that was too far out. Second and 15 coming up. Watson in motion to the left. Love snaps, looks to throw, going to throw deep again. And that time, Watson undercut the route, and the ball went over him. I don't know. Did Love get freaking smacked on that play? Because I thought I saw him get thwopped. Oh, he did. McNeil freaking thwopped him. Third 15 coming up. Love in the gun, empty set formation. They bring in 2 tight ends for extra protection. Love snaps, looks to throw, gets it out underneath, and going to come up well short. Going to be about 6 yards short. Packers are going to go for it on 4th and like 6 or 7. Okay, 4th and 5. My bad. Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the left and right. Got a man on his left hip. It's at the 36-yard line right now. Love is barking out some sort of a signal. Either recognizes something or changes something. Love back to work. Snaps the ball. Looks to throw. Straight drop back. Throws it up. And it's going to be caught. Jaden Reed made the catch on Enos Rakestraw. Wow. Rakestraw had good coverage on him, but That was just a great catch by Reed. I mean, that was great catch. That was a great cover by freaking Rakestraw, but Reed came down with that. I give him credit. And another botched snap. That is the third botched snap by freaking Jordan Love. Three botched snaps. Second and 11 for the Packers. Love in the gun again, trips to the left, one to the right. Love snaps, looks to throw, and has time, throws down the middle, and actually completes it to the right side. Wide open to the right side of the formation. Love in the gun, trips to the left, one man to the right. Love snaps it, hands it off on a draw, and huge hits. But Jacobs, no, not Jacobs. The other running back is able to pick up about 8-9 yards. Carlton Davis is slow to get up, so it's probably going to be an injury timeout for the Lions. Looks like he's fine. He probably just has a stinger on his left shoulder. Sorry, right shoulder. Looks like it's just a stinger. He probably has a stinger in his right shoulder, just needs a play or two to work it out. All right. Love in the gun, two receivers to the left, got two tight ends to the right. Love snaps, looks to throw, drops back. Loves is going to roll, going back the other way, misses a tackle, and Love is going to throw it. Wow. Love was almost picked for a second time. Love's back there dancing, trying to find somebody, and just, I don't know what the Thunder Love is trying to do there, but freaking, he was almost freaking intercepted there for a second time. Oh, I agree. It almost doesn't count. It only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Love under center. Two tight ends, two receivers. Love snaps it. Play action, boot right. Love throws it. And incomplete. Wicks drops it. Fourth and 1. Packers are going to go for it. Or maybe they won't, because LaFleur just called a timeout. Well, Wicks definitely blew that, but Love was also behind. I mean, again, as the old saying goes, if it hits you in the hands, you're supposed to catch it. But Love could have put that ball in a much better position, but they're just not, he just didn't. 4th and 1. Packers have got 2 receivers and 2 tight ends. Hand the ball off, and Jacobs isn't going to get it. He's short. He is well short. So the Lions will get the ball back on a turnover on downs. That was well short. Well short. Packers should have literally ran that play almost freaking 2 plays ago. But they decided to throw the ball 3 times, and 3 times freaking screwed over by themselves. I mean, you're not wrong, Table Games. You're not wrong at all. The way I look at it is this. The Lions do have technically 1 sack, but it's not because our freaking defense, made a great pass rush. What they did was there was a botched snap, and Jordan Love fell on it, and that was the sack. And we've only got 1 sack against a guy who has a strained groin. That's pathetic. All right, Goff under center, going to be a weak eye formation. Goff snaps it, pitches it again, and Gibbs is going to pick up maybe 2 yards, if that. That's the 2nd time that they've done that. Goff under center, snaps, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to try and cut it back, picks up another 3 or 4 yards, going to make it a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 coming up. I agree, Jeremy. Goff in the gun, snaps the ball, looks to throw. Goff gets it out underneath, gets it to St. Brown, and it's a 1st down. 8 minutes to go, folks. Goff under center, man in motion. Goff snaps it. It's going to be a reverse, and that play goes literally nowhere. Wow. That was probably one of the worst trick plays I've ever seen us run. That was a double reverse, and there was nobody even blocking on that one. Goff in the gun, snaps, gonna roll, and Goff is just gonna throw it away. Makes a smart decision. Goff in the gun, empty formation. Goff snaps, sets up a quick screen route to Raymond, and Raymond is going to pick up some yards and gets quite a bit of yardage back, but nowhere close to a first down. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. They're not going to fake, Dean. They're not going to fake. They're way too far back, and it's 10 yards to go. They're going to punt. That's probably been one of the worst punts that I've seen out of Jack Fox. Holy cow, that's like the worst punt I think I've seen of Jack Fox. That was not really all that good. Well, that's good. Cardinals beat the Bears. That's always good to hear. So now the Bears have lost 2 straight games in a row. And now they are 5-4. 5-4. Now that game I'm probably going to watch just because I want to see what the Vikings do, because if the Indianapolis Colts come out with Joe Flacco and they're able to beat the Vikings, then at that point, I don't think there's anybody in the NFC that's going to touch us. I don't think there's anybody who can touch us. We don't get the Bears, Bunny King, I think, for another 2 or 3 weeks. All right, back to the game. Love in the gun. Love snaps. Love looks to throw. And Love is going to take the check down underneath. And that guy's not going to get anywhere. Maybe picks up 2 yards. Here's the thing, Marcus. We don't play either of those guys this year. We don't play the Falcons. And we don't play the Commanders. The only way we play them is in the playoffs. And at this point, we have the number 1 seed, so they'd have to come play us at home. Still, Marcus, I'm not too worried about it. Anybody that has to come to our home turf is going to be rough. Love snaps in the gun, and Brooks finds a cutback lane and is tackled. Solid gain of about 20-something yards there. Almost 5 minutes to go. Packers in the gun, trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Love has a man on his right hip. Love snaps, looks to throw, and throws it, and it is way too out far in front of Christian Watson. Couldn't even get his fingertips on it. Packers got Love in the gun again. 2 receivers to the left, one receiver to the right with a tight end kind of bolted out right a little bit. Love looks to throw, throws underneath, and Davis is right there on the tight end. Catch is made, but doesn't go anywhere. Damn. Have an itch that just won't quit. Love empty set in the gun, trips to the left, 2 to the right. Love snaps, looks to throw, throws it up deep again, and it is way out in front, not even close to being completed. 4th and 4 coming up. Penalty flag comes in late on the far side, but who's it on is the question. Oh, come on. Great going, Amik Robertson. Great going. That's now the second time that you freaking... Good Lord. Amik Robertson, the very first time, got stopped by Campbell from doing something stupid. But this time, no. Had to talk some smack and decided to get cute and cost us 15 yards. Love snaps in the gun, looks to throw, is going to roll out to the right. Houston in pursuit, throws it up, and again, way out in front. Nobody gets a chance to get to him. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 coming up. Love in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion from left to right, which is Jaden Reed. Now there's 2 receivers to the right. Reed comes back in motion, back to the left. Snaps the ball. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open. And Good tackle by Brandon Joseph. It's going to be about 3rd and 1. About 4 minutes left. Love in the gun. Trips to the left. Tight end to the right. Love snaps it, hands it off, and touchdown. Green Bay finally scores a touchdown. And that one you can chalk all the way up to Amik Robertson. That was all because of Amik Robertson right there. Thank you very much. And now they're going to go for 2 to try and bring it back to 10 points. Trips to the left. Love snaps, looks to throw, and throws it, and it's complete. So now we're down to a 10-point game with 3.5 minutes to go. Packers are going to try an onside kick. It has been announced. That is part of the new kickoff rule, that if you're going to try onside kick, you have to announce it. Onside kick is away, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a flag. Actually, no, it's not a flag. Pardon me. That's only on regular kickoff. Had that backwards. That just means that the ball is now going to be where it went out of bounds for the Lions. So they're going to be at like the midpoint of the field. So they've got a shortened field to work with. Oh, it is a flag. I guess I had it backwards. To answer your question, Gatman, he had a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct because he was taunting his freaking. He was taunting the wide receiver that he was covering. So he decided to start talking smack, and that's what got the flag. Goff under center, hands it off to Monty. Monty is going to power his way forward for about 6 solid yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Packers will call their second timeout, trying to conserve as much clock as possible. Goff under center. Laporta in motion to the left. Goff snaps, hands it off to Monty. Monty's going to find a small crease and is going to power his way up to about 1 yard short. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 coming up. Clock is ticking. Less than 15 on the play clock, but now we're going to be under 3 minutes left in the game. Goff under center. Goff snaps, hands it off to Monty. Monty is going to find the hole, and he's going to pick up the first. And now the Lions only need to get down to the 2-minute warning, have the Packers burn their last timeout, and then get another first down, and that's it. Game over. Goff under center. Goff snaps. Hands it off to Monty again. Monty does a little stutter step, and he's going to pick up another first down. Why did the clock... Oh. The Packers just called their final timeout with 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, which was going to stop the clock anyway. I can't believe they'd call a timeout with 3 seconds before the freaking 2-minute warning. That's just crazy. 1st and 10. Goff under center. Man in motion. Goff snaps it. Play action. Throws underneath to Monty. Monty's going to juke. Finds a bit of a hole. Cuts it back. Montgomery is going to slide down to about the 12-yard line. And the clock is going to keep running. Or no, it's not, because now they hit the 2-minute warning. Lions are inside of the red zone. 2 minutes left. At this point, if I was the Lions, I'd be like, okay, we're going to score a touchdown. We're going to get it back to a 17-point lead. There ain't no way you're going to beat us now. You got no timeouts. Don't even leave it up to chance. I wonder what Xavier McKinney's going to say now. I wonder what Xavier McKinney's going to say after this game. Lions are not going to score points. They're going to go victory formation. So looks like there's some conversation being done here. Goff is they're chanting Jared Goff at Lambeau. I swear, it doesn't matter wherever we go. That Jared Goff chant just comes right on out. And there's the next knee. One more knee, and that's going to do it. Oh, I love it. 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 And that's it. Lions advance to 7-1 and bury the Packers at Lambeau Field. You know what's funny is that 3/4 of the game, it's raining cats and dogs. And the last quarter of the game, it's freaking not raining at all. It's mostly just wind. And with that, my friends, it is a great day to be a Lions fan once again. Think about this, folks. The last 6 times that we have played the Packers, we have beaten them 5 times. And of those last 6 times we've beaten them every single time we've gone to their place. This is now the 3rd time in a row that we've beaten the Packers at Lambeau. Dude, if I'm the Packers right now, no, Justin Leonard, it's not 2 straight. It's 3 straight. 3 straight in a row. Because we won last year at Lambeau on Monday night. We won in 2002 as the last game because that was the last game Rodgers played. And we just won now. That's 3 straight games at Lambeau the Lions have won. And out of 6, we've won 5 times over the last, 3 years. 3 years and we've beaten them 5 out of 6 times. Crazy. But I just, wow. I'm telling you this right now, folks. This is a team that it does not matter where we're at. It doesn't matter who we're playing. It can be wet and windy. It can be in a dome. It can be cold. It does not matter. We find ways to win, and we will do it in convincing fashion. But all right, folks, I'm going to end this stream because I got work to do to get ready for tomorrow. I just want to tell you this right now. It was awesome to watch, and hopefully you all enjoyed the game. I know I certainly did. But like I said, I'm going to get to work for tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning into the show. Love y'all. Have yourself a great night. Go Lions. One pride, baby.